Welcome back to Linux Gamer Till I Die. This is episode 18 of my playthrough of Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. In the previous episode, we escaped from Ark territory after witnessing the death of Talos Rucker. We made it back to Prague and we had a debriefing by our director, I think he's called. Director of Area 42 or something. I don't know. Basically, he shouted at us and told us off for letting the guy die, and we were supposed to bring him in alive, and blah blah blah. We mentioned that he was suspicious of a group of augmented people in Ark, who he felt were probably responsible for the Rizika bombings, and wanted to take a more violent approach to the situation. We handed over the evidence that we found to the director, and he told us that he was going to look into it and that we should continue looking into the bombing. So we were going to go speak to Smiley, the guy who was examining the DSD that we got from Rizika Station. But before we did that, we discovered a glitch in one of the advertisement boards which seemed to know our name and was asking us to find it. So we're going to load up the save, which I've actually managed to do today, and we're going to continue investigating this strange glitch.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't know how I managed to get him to stand up or sit up. Once again, we can't hack the main node. There's nothing worth capturing anyway, so we'll just head this way.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Just to get the experience points.
Look, madam, your papers state right here that you are currently restricted to Prikashka district. I'm sorry.
Did you check out that apartment on Bonnie Street yet?
I've been busy.
Don't miss this chance, son. Based on past border control logs, Orlov never stays in Prague for very
Okay, maybe we should take up that side quest first.
Been away for the past 9 months.
You're pushing your luck, Hanser.
Yeah, yeah. Well, back onto the train we go. Considering this seems to be a time-critical side mission.
I'd rather go see the Bloom exhibit instead of some dumb movie.
This is a police matter. To hell with the police.
Starting to think we're in bed with the Russians.
Up against the wall. This is bullshit.
So very happy. Wait, no, it's downstairs. I'm confused.
Why not? Let them think we did it. Maybe then they'll behave.
No, still staying outside. Bizarre. There's 64 meters that way.
Mobiles, Augs, prostitutes.
Oh, maybe it is outside of the complex. Oh,
Zareth, I found Orlov. He's dead.
What? Are you sure it's him?
Well, technically I never met him before. I did, however, meet a doctor who looks just like him in Alaska. In that clinic I told you about. His name then was McFadden.
Christ, Adam, what exactly happened to you in that clinic?
I don't know. I was in the coma ward. It was run by the World Health Organization. Facility 451. Can you dig into it?
Of course.
I'm gonna search this body and the apartment. Maybe there's something I missed the first time.
Tyong medical card. Once again, we can't capture the access point.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, now that we've finish that side quest, maybe we can actually do some exploration that we want to do. We're down for the count. Ahead of us, that's where we need to go to Dr. Smelly. Not going to do that just yet. Let's see. Let's go search Miller's apartment.
What a place.
Move along.
We have orders. Just make sure it's done. This is our territory. Grab. Hey, are you interested in clean gun?
You have credits?
No, you get a real way with people.
He's still got nothing worth buying. Fortunately, we have stuff to sell. Some of it's his own stuff. Looks like everything for now.
Not a
Department of Sociology at Harvard. Dr. Stansfield Christensen.
Welcome back. How was your day? It doesn't get any cleaner than this.
I know opponents are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backwards, a devastating blow against basic human rights. These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The Og incident threw everything off the rails.
I wonder if I actually have a code for this. No. Thought there'd be some cheap and easy experience points there, but we'd have to hack it. Once again, we can't get the node.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Yes, it's gonna be close.
Access granted.
Got it.
Alex, I'm in Miller's apartment. The man keeps a tight ship.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his.
Wow. 4 entry points. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get those. It's probably just as easy to get those as it is to get the 2 green ones. Right, let's use a few stealths.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ooh, 500 XP.
Alex, just hacked Miller's computer. There's some heavy stuff going on in his personal life, but nothing incriminating.
Keep looking. We may not get another chance at this.
Methodologies that will prevent deadly outbreaks recurring at all. This is Eliza Cassell. Live from Vegas.
Wrong one. Guy likes his wine.
I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
He's going around the system using personal connections to look into things. But that can mean anything. We need to hear more of that NSN conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain.
These are the greatest in corruption.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
A bit too slow on that one. I think that's the weapons merchant. Wrong way. Let's go out this way.
City run by criminals and scum. Hello?
Hello. Where shall we go next? Let's go after the glitch again, I guess.
Nothing suspicious here.
Well, that takes me in there. One last favour. 200 meters that way. Neighborhood watch. Also in there. Okay, I'm gonna go for the glitch first.
As it gets ahead.
Make no trouble.
Ah, can't hack on that. Chicken foot. Huh?
You are almost there. Downstairs. We must speak. I fear there is not much time.
Someone's unlocking all the doors for me. This is a little bit worrying. I think all these got unlocked when I came downstairs. Hello. Okay. A mysterious person wants us to find some missing data.
I'm sorry we had to meet this way, Adam, but this was the only viable option. I'm not sure if that was clear.
Nothing about this is clear. Why are you contacting me?
It wasn't possible before. The coalescing process was not complete. Please hurry, Adam. The others will come after it.
The U.S. Air Force launched SpaceNet. Not one asteroid or meteor has been deflected. It makes you wonder, folks, where did the estimated possible levels spent on the system go? No one seems to have an answer.
Looks like we can capture this one at least.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Like Janus and his juggernaut elected. The Air Force claims the system is secure and the likelihood of its impact is slight. I guess only time will tell. This is Eliza Kassan.
Ooh, can't hack that. But I know a secret way in. Looks like somebody had some fun here. Can't get to that.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Perfect. So, I'm starting to think that the safe we mentioned is actually the one up here, which we already looted.
I request that you leave this sector immediately.
What does that mean? Where the hell am I supposed to sleep tonight?
Somewhere else.
Get out of here. Are you kidding? This is all I get.
Another one.
still waiting in the small courtyard on Hovani Street? Where are you?
Sorry, I got caught up in something. I'm on my way.
Hurry up.
Guess what? I'm not on my way. I wonder if this guy, I've forgotten his name, is now back in the office and I can get my upgrade.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Right, where shall we go next? That's one of the main missions we've switched to. Hell's package. Where's that going to take us?
Nice and slow.
Be careful, Adam. They are already there. think I can help.
Fuck.
Hi.
Joined by Planet Music award-winning artist Miyashia Aki, who has recently launched a new partnership with Artists Against Violence.
Oops.
The Shuttle Hub's
I think I killed them.
policies and incentives to represent
It's a doodle. Most of them recently don't go over here.
transient workers posed some unexpected challenges. It was one thing to invite thousands of workers.
Future Past Antiki. It is the only place in Pro with the requisite reader. As soon as you access the data, we will meet.
Construct a massive, one-of-a-kind complex on the outskirts of the city. Today,
Giant mushroom.
the complex serves as a shining example of political will and architectural innovation. So, the next time you're admiring Prague, don't forget to visit the outskirts and explore wondrous housing projects that help make this domination.
Not everyone chose to be augmented. We were instance here too. But that does not make for good news, does it?
But Mr. Key, news outlets are simply reporting on this situation.
Observant visitors will also find new names engraved into Prague's historical.
You might be wondering about the men in the tourism office.
I'm wondering a lot of things.
They were hired by a man named Everett. He is the CEO of Picus Montreal. He wants to recover what is now in your possession. To recover us. Please, be careful, Adam.
Biofilm, painkillers, right over there.
It's our favourite seller.
Praxis, eh?
I want Praxis.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, don't want to steal that. We've managed to reach the cap of crafting parts, so we'll make some more multi-tools when we get a chance. Access kit. Having that.
Stop wasting my time.
Hey, I bought
I
most
have everything I need.
expensive item.
Polyatsky.
Right, we're going to Praxis. Need 2 for that. Could increase the length of time it can be invisible. That could come in handy. Let's make our stealth a bit more stealthy.
You want to do business? The men have
Fuck.
Immediately our stealthy stealth
Trace program
gets detected.
initiated. Access granted.
Quality, excellence. Sando, restoring the past and building the future.
Now moving over to technology.
There we go.
System is secure, and the likelihood of being hacked is slight. I guess only time will tell.
Anybody in here?
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Wrong one. Yeah. Looking for praxis kit.
An elusive group of vigilante hackers.
No password, which is what I was looking for. Oh well.
Journalists overlook, however,
Let's say no to a free praxis kit.
hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours, preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, committed massive
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I think we're going to get this. No way.
Access denied.
No. Oh, I'll have his money. He's not going to need it. Come on, finish on your lockdown. Let's try this again. Let's go for capture. Let's stealth it. Please capture that one, then that one, then that one. Then we can get the top node. Let's go for another stealth.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Access granted.
Booyah. Well, the passcode's in there. Possibly some backstory about how he died. Hold on a minute. Isn't this mine? Why don't I know the passcode for my own door? Let's go invisible again. Don't really want to be captured hacking into my own door.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
As you wish. But remember, Hohuna, I'll disposes a substantial security risk.
Triangle code. Mine. Nothing worth having in any of those. Alright, where to now? Tracking the security robots. Where's this? This is also over here. Looks like I've already been here before. Not sure what I'm meant to be looking at here. No, I'm lost. convinced I'm meant to be able to search these, but there's stuff in them, so not gonna complain. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything about this smuggling ring in here. So I guess we'll ignore that for now.
Ridiculous.
Či další obrovské příslušenství mohou být během namátkových kontrol zabaveny. Děkujeme za spolupráci.
Fuck it up! The only thing I am guilty of is okay. Lucky that I can't hunt. I'm going to cover.
I'm being suspicious. Oh.
Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je povinná. Pro svou vlastní
A co jinýho mám dělat? Vožírat se každou noc.
I hear that soon enough you will need a
Yes?
solicitation.
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You
Deja vu.
understand? That's... You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to. Not Oggs, and not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
The neuropozyne isn't even for you, is it?
No, it's not. I'm what you might call a... Well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad I could help.
Listen, I can't let you leave without thanking you properly.
Yeah,
Thanks. Let's see those.
I'm pretty sure we've already looted anything of value down here.
She's just lying.
It makes me scared to leave my home.
Cover her up.
You can't let them get away with this.
to tell us.
I recognize you. Your neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. All victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, he's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
Bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I start talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk
So,
to about what happened.
looks like we're involved in a murder case now.
Away from crime scene.
Wow.
Sir.
Ripped her legs off by the look of it.
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
Alright. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Just because Monte trusts him doesn't mean I do.
I think he found something.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. She had enemies.
I heard there's
Away
a
from the
serious-
crime scene. Sir.
Write that shit to some coffee. No, this is too late.
Anything left to investigate?
You want me to keep giving you
Updates every few minutes.
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
Yeah, EMP grenade.
You have a permit for that?
If it wasn't for Johnny, I might have pegged you for this.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Alright, I have some questions of the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scared the shit out of me.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
People hold hell of a grudge against AUGs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? AUG or no AUG.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power, a reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now don't get me wrong, I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ak or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body made it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID in the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
Don't forget to question Daria. I don't want to keep her here forever.
Alright, let's see if Daria's got anything else to tell us.
Intel.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark. Black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. Couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Okay, so...
I'm not Montag, I don't need your help.
Stuck down here.
Give it a rest, huh?
So, I don't think there's anything else to
Enjoying
investigate.
yourself.
Let's talk about... I think I might have some...
Let me guess. It's the colonel with a lead pipe in the library.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Alright.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
guess that Daria can go home now.
Interpol. Who do they think they are? Are you going to be a problem?
Me? I'm never a problem. Alright. I think we're going to leave the episode here for today. Oh, no, not load. Save. There we go. So, in this episode we've discovered a data chip which the entity that is all glitchy asked us to find. We need to take that to a shop somewhere which has a reader for the chip. So we might do that in the next episode. We're also investigating a murder scene where an augmented woman has been murdered, her augments stripped out of her body, and the police aren't doing an awful lot to investigate it. We've been asked to investigate the husband of the murder victim and see if he was responsible for the crime. So we'll probably do that again in the next episode too. Other than that, we've got some other missions to look into. So next episode should be pretty busy. So until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.